Hey everyone, welcome back to Code of the Row. In this video, we're going to be going over the new Humble Bundle called Big Bang, Unreal, and Unity asset packs. So there's a ton from Stylards, Liartis Studios, and so on. They release tons and tons of assets. This is only $20 for 75 items, and by buying this on Humble Bundle, you are supporting the One Tree Planted organization, and it does go to charity. It is a good deed. So you'll see there are a ton of pretty realistic assets for both Unity and Unreal. This is mostly favored for Unreal. As you can see, for example, this Thunder Bluff clone from World of Warcraft is called the Fantastic Hills. It's only for Unreal, as well as the Ancient Library over here. And I'll be going ahead and importing these over. So pretty much once you purchase this, you'll get some keys and you'll have to go to the Liartis websites to actually just go ahead and redeem it. And in order to do that, let's actually go over this together. You'll be landed on this front page, and they are having a flash sale of 90% off on quite a few things. You're just going to head over to the bottom left, where let me actually zoom in because my text is really small. Over here, it says redeem. You're going to go ahead and enter your code over here, and then you can actually see your purchases by clicking on the top right and going to inventory. And if you did the full $20, you'll see the tier 3 one over here, and it says like 73 packs inside. So go ahead and click on that. And now you can also download all of these onto Fab. You can actually import these over to Fab pretty easily by just clicking on this. And down here, you'll see this get redeem code for UE Marketplace. When you click on this, it's going to show this key on the bottom right. Just click on that, and it's already copied onto your clipboard. And now in order to redeem this for Unreal, I'm just going to go over to fab.com, go over to your account settings, and then click on this redeem code over here. And then you can just paste your codes. It is going to be one at a time, so it is going to be a while. And what I did over here is I just middle mouse clicked every single item in the inventory, click Control Tab to cycle through one tab at a time, and click on this Get Redeem code for UE Marketplace. If you are zoomed in too much or for some reason you can't see this, just go ahead and click refresh. Most of the items do have it, not the tutorials, not some of the sound effects and VFX, but all the art stuff does have this Get Redeem code for UE Marketplace, and you would enter that in the redeem. And then yeah, so if you can't see this or you have to scroll down for this, just I would hold control and then mouse wheel out to zoom out a bit just so you can see this, cycle through everything, click redeem, redeem, and so on. Just keep cycling through. And I've gone ahead and done that and actually imported everything to Fab. And now that we've actually done that, let's go ahead and actually take a look at a handful of these assets. I don't think I'll be going over every single one because there are quite a few that I've already gone over on my channel. And there is just a ton and ton of assets. It's 75 items for just $20. It's highly worth it. Absolutely love it. And let's go over quite a few of them. All right, so I've gone ahead and actually started importing these. There's quite a ton just waiting. It's kind of funny because this actually says Fantastic Hill Warcraft Medieval Fantasy. I'm not sure if this is actually even like available for commercial use. Because if you look at the screenshot, this is Thunder Bluff. This is straight up Thunder Bluff. Like this is where I think the blacksmith anvils are over here. And then people go fishing here. I mean, overall, it looks really cool. Like, I find it really impressive. I love how it looks, but I would love to see a real Tauren, like a super HD metahuman Tauren. All right, so my Thunder Bluff has just loaded in, and this looks freaking awesome. I might have to do a separate video on this just because I did play Tauren most of my life in World of Warcraft, and this looks really, really nice. I love how this looks. So yeah, when you come from Bloodhoof Village, for those who have played WoW, you enter through. Is it this one? Yeah, okay. They don't have that base thing, but it does look really sick. Here are the two bridges, and yeah, this is the little elevator system that people fall off and die all the time. And then you enter these fantastic hills, Thunder Bluff. And holy crap. All right, so you got your blacksmithing area, your fishing area, your auction house is right here, as well as the food vendor and so on. And this looks so cool. I am in love with how this looks. I'm gonna ask them if this can be used commercially. This looks freaking sick. So you got your innkeeper, and I think that's the way to Hunter Hill or Hunter Rise. I'm not 100% sure. That kind of looks like the tent where the warrior training is. But all right, less World of Warcraft references. Let me just go over the actual asset itself. So very Native American slash Tauran themed and very realistic. I love how the lighting looks, and overall, this looks really, really cool. And then over here is kind of the way where you go up. Let me see if it has the spiral staircase in here. It's a little dark, so let me actually go ahead and add a light. So let's just drag a point light in here. And it looks pretty empty, actually. Let me increase the lumens on this and the intensity and the attenuation. Oh, oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so there's no like spiral staircase going up. I'll go ahead and just delete that, and we can just check it out from the outside. Where am I? Wow, you can even see the textures pretty well on that. Okay, so then you go upstairs, and it's just kind of the grassy material on it, but overall, really, really cool. And wow, yeah, this looks amazing. So it seems like they pretty much got like the 3 levels down, and that's where the Bloodhoof stays or whatever. That's where the Torn Chieftain stays. And yeah, overall, really cool. They kind of have the environment of Mulgore down as well. Let me see if you can actually head over to Bloodhoof Village. So you would go down the path down here. This is where I always died to those aggressive Plainstriders and Wolves. But yeah, you just stay on the path and you should be safe for the most part. And then here, okay. Oh wow, yeah. So they have the whole water thing too. Um, and yeah, this is where the other campsite is. And I can see over in the distance there's Camp Narache, so that's the starting zone. And that looks really, really cool. I'm loving this. This is the way to the Barrens. And wow, this looks freaking amazing. This looks so cool. I actually can't get over this. this is this is pretty much how I used to see World of Warcraft when I was like 10 years old playing this. This is actually insane. But yeah, overall, really, really cool assets. I am in love with this pack. Let's go ahead and check out the next one. So if you're into stylized game, this is called The House on the River. It's super stylized in the same Humble Bundle. This looks really, really cute, really, really amazing. I'm actually loving this style. I love how the trees look. They're really different. They're not like leafy in a sense, but they do look like giant, super stylized bushes. I love the lighting off them. It's just a bunch of circles. It's giving a very cute vibe. And then overall, the grass, the wind, the leaves flowing, and everything just looks amazing. This actually looks insanely good. I'm not sure if there's an indoor. I don't think there's an interior, if I have to guess. Okay, yeah. So no interior, but overall, this looks really cool. It is quite a small level compared to the other one, but I get it. There is a lot that you can do. I really do like this for the environment itself. And overall, really, really nice, really, really stylized. There's even wind effects in the sky. You have this little a little garden here. I'm not sure what the point of this. Oh, it's a shovel or a wooden themed mailbox, maybe. But yeah, overall, this looks really, really nice. These graphics are actually pretty amazing, and just the foliage itself does look really pretty. This kind of like highlights the whole stylized look in Unreal Engine. And yeah, overall, really beautiful asset. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. Next up, we have the haunted house. So you can see very creepy vibes. The sky's kind of like the upside down in Stranger Things. You can see the overcast with all these shadows, and that's because of the very oversized trees right in front of the moon. But overall, really nice. This is more of the realistic type vibe. It's giving Resident Evil vibes. And there's this shadowy character. So let's see if it's actually, yeah, so it's a 3D model with just a black material on it. Looks pretty cool. And then I don't think there is much of an interior. There's like a flashing light. It's kind of blinking just to give it a more of a spooky effect. I guess there is a bit of an interior, but not as much as you probably expect. But yeah, overall, really cool looking asset. There's this outdoor patio. Oh, with another the same model just planted over here. I didn't even notice that. And then if we zoom out, oh, there's actually some houses up here. Even the floating tree here and some floating grass. And these trees back here are bouncing. Um, that's a little weird. All right, let's ignore that. I'm not too sure what the purpose of this part is, at least. But yeah, overall pretty cool asset. Oh, I just noticed there's water here. So yeah, pretty creepy water vibes, a bit muddy. Gives it very dark. Um yeah, I can't take it seriously with this thing bouncing in the back. This is just that part looks a little weird. All right, let's move on to the next one. This is the stylized Ice Dragon Village. Super stylized. You can see the dragon's egg, very Vikingish era type of building. The beautiful northern lights, the light snowy stylized particle effects snowing in the background. And yeah, overall really cool asset. It's a really small level, but it is still a pretty cool asset if you did want to use this for your game. And this one was actually pretty short, so let's go ahead and check out the next one. And now let's take a look at this stylized cyberpunk city. So as you can see, there are these futuristic dumpsters with some graffiti on it. These doors, let's see if, okay, so no interiors. This motorcycle type thing, it might be a little hard to see just because it is pretty dark in here. And, oh, some pretty cool vending machines. Nice. Pretty cool. Lots of decals in this level. And a bunch of neon lights. This bar is just called Samurai. And you can see a bunch of a kitchen in the back here. These look more like arcade machines. I'm actually not too sure what this is. Maybe like a futuristic fridge, some shelving. This is really cool, like a hologram bowl of ramen. Oh, these look really cool. Some neon TV screens, work hard, digital identity, all the good stuff. Very futuristic, or I guess not futuristic, but cyberpunk looking street lights. And yeah, overall, really cool asset. Let's see if there's anything down here. Holographic pizza slices. Okay. And some fast food signs. But yeah, overall, really cool asset. And let's take a look at the next one. This one is the stylized modern sci-fi city. This one actually looks really nice. I feel like this would go really well with the It Happy assets. And overall, it is very cartoony. These bricks kind of look like they're from Mario. I could see this being like a shop simulator or even like kind of like an open world GTA style game. Um, very stylized trees, so these are pretty similar to the ones we saw before. A ton of restaurants. It looks a little mixed. The Neo Eats kind of looks like something from the Cyberpunk ones. Same with RoboCrust, just the style of these. But overall, the buildings do look really cool. Old school looking streetlights, lots of garbage everywhere. And the foliage is really nice as well. And there's also a very high up bridge. I'm not sure why. Oh, sorry. It is supposed to be sci-fi. Okay. It makes sense. I was going to say, I'm not sure why these holograms are here, but yes, it is supposed to be sci-fi themed. I guess the daylight or the daytime is kind of making it seem less sci-fi, but overall it does look really good. That's really cheap to place an ad there, I think. I guess it depends on the city. And yeah, overall, really cool looking asset. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. And this one seems pretty small. This is the Perched Church, a very horror theme and also very, very stylized. So just from taking a look at it, it does look really cartoony. It kind of looks like an entrance to a Luigi's Mansion level, where as soon as you enter the door, then it's actually going to be a very big environment and a very spooky environment inside. You might not even go up. You might actually go down somewhere to like some sort of secret dungeon or just a very scary dungeon. And yeah, just really, really cool looking asset pack overall. And yeah, this one's very styled. It looks like a ready-made level. There's a ton of fog and just a lot that you can do with this. And then you also have this thing to zip line, I guess, or something. I'm really not sure what this is for. But yeah, overall, really cool asset. Let's see what is down here. Oh, a ton of grass. I'm not sure why I thought there would be water here. But yeah, overall, really cool asset. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. And the last one for this video I want to go over is the Stylized Desert Mines. And overall, pretty cool looking asset. It's kind of giving me Lord of the Rings vibes, but not really. It's like a little bit, it kind of reminds me of the Sinti Dungeon Realms pack. So you can see there are a ton of little huts. So no interiors, but these asset packs seem to be all made for outdoor uses. Like you don't actually go in any buildings from what it seems like. They're pretty modular in a sense that you can make a lot of environments with them, but yeah, maybe you could make something more interior, I guess, if you really wanted to, but it might be a little difficult. But overall, really cool looking asset, a very stylized environment. You can see the stylized lava here. If you guys ever played the game Digging a Hole, kind of seems like what I'd expect at the bottom. Or maybe this is like an aftermath of a very well thought out, more curated or more complete version of that. And you also have this nighttime sky of never ending stars. And you at least you get a ton of cool looking rock assets with it. But that pretty much covers the video on the Humble Bundle. And if you want to check it out, I have my affiliate link in the pinned comment below. It does support me if you do use that link, so feel free to check it out. And thanks for watching. Cut the rope, like, subscribe, comment below, let me know see you next, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.